What's up, nerds? What's up, nerds? Goz Master here with another Magic the Gathering puzzle quest. Today's quest, Ajani, Sleeper Agent, the brand new green-white Planeswalker available for IRL cash, or if you're watching this in the future, 600 gold, I'm assuming is what it'll be. And I'm going to be spotlighting all of the things that are good, bad, the ugly, and really ugly, and broken. I'm actually going to be spotlighting a potentially broken combo, although I don't think it's quite there yet. We're going to see. Maybe the next set will give us some good stuff. But in the meantime, before we get into anything, as always, huge gratitude, appreciation. Thank you guys over at Oktagon. Listen, man, I say these things always, and I don't want it to make it seem like it's just placation or it's just noise. I really want you guys to understand. The community grumbles, right, guys? We all grumble about this game because we care about it so much, but we genuinely appreciate the effort, the work, the energy that's put into this for us nerds to be able to play. It's kind of a niche game. It's really niche. So Oktagon, to all of you guys that are there, from the bottom of our nerdy hearts, thank you guys, really appreciate it. And for you, the viewer, tell you the nitty gritty, the truth, the absolute 100, keeping it 100 about whether or not this is a walker that's worth cash, gold, or nothing at all. And I have a lot to say. Let's get into it. So first off, what do you get for the bundle? I don't know. I'm recording this before the bundle is available. Yeah, I got it in advance that far, and I'm recording it that far in advance, so it's ready to go the day it's out. So I'm assuming it's going to be $29.99 American USD dollars. You're going to get some gold. You're going to get some crystals. You're going to get some packs. White pack, and I think there's 3 packs, and then you also get another pack. You're seeing the thing below most likely. And in addition to that, you get Ajani, he self, herself, they self, Phyrexia's self. So what is the walker itself? Let's get into it. All right, so Ajani, Sleeper Agent, green-white, 111 life, good total for that, for a dual color walker. At max is the 3 abilities, 8 loyalty for his first righteous completion. Now, before I even go into this, I've already had somebody mention, so I'm going to say it now. I know you're going to get sick of me saying completion. I know that it's pronounced completion, but when WotC, Wizards of the Coast, decides to create a new word by adding a single individual letter inside of it, we're going to pronounce it completely. Righteous Completion creates 7 Phyrexian gems. The first Vanguard support or creature card in your hand without completed gains completed. All right, lots going on there. Fetch, this is next. Fetch the first 2 Vanguard supports or creature cards from your library. Those cards also gain completed. So essentially, you got a creature in hand. You got 2 other creatures you fetch. That's a total of 3 creatures with completed. Yes? Doesn't work that way right now. I will explain. I think it's bugged. Hopefully they get it fixed by the time this is out. But as of right now in playtesting it, a couple of things that are going on with this. First off, the Phyrexian gems do work. The colors on the gems are so hard to see, man. I can't tell the difference between... I'm colorblind. Like, Oktagon, listen to me. I'm colorblind legally. It's not... I can still see color, but when colors are close together, I can't differentiate them. The green and the white gems, I cannot tell apart. Blue, sometimes, depending on the light of my phone, if I'm in the absolute dark, I can see the blue slightly. But the white and the green ones, I can't tell apart. I have to test them. So I hope that, and I understand that there's already a report into the group, and they should be getting it working on. I don't know what that's going to look like, how they're going to adjust it, but they've had this issue before with other ones, and they adjusted them, and they made them a lot more viewable. This one's tough. All right. So that's item number 1. Item number 2. Completion works by striking gems and making the completion matches. It does work, even if it just matches. You don't have to make the swap match anything that does it. So cascades, landfalls, that kind of stuff still gives you the mana. Good. I like that. Great. It gives your completed stuff a lot more mana and power. The downside to a completed gem, if you actually look at it, when you match a Phyrexian gem, if you have a card with completed in your hand that is not full mana and you are at 5 or more life, you lose 2 life, then the first card in your hand with completed that can gain mana gains 3 mana. The life loss is significant. Dude, when your board is completely Phyrexianed out, and you know this if you're playing the daily event on one of the nodes that does the Phyrexian gems, dude, you go down quick. So you have to have life gain built into what you're doing. Just know that in advance. So that's item number 2 with the completed gems and the functions. Item number 3, fetch the first 2 Vanguards or supports or creature cards from your library. Those cards gain completed. Yes, they do gain the completed. No, you do not get 2 creatures or Vanguards. You get 1 creature or 1 Vanguard. I've been able to replicate this every time I've used it. It only fetches 1 as of my playtesting. I hope that by the time you're watching this, it's fixed so that you are getting 2 creatures. That is very significant. That makes this first ability pretty bonkers. So you have to build around lifelink, and in addition to that, you have enough room in hand so that you're drawing those creatures. It can get bonkers quick. At least I anticipate it can, because it's not fixed. That's Righteous Completion. Unified Augmentation, 14 Loyalty. The first creature card in your hand without completed gains completed. Your creatures get +2/+2. Your creatures with completed get +2/+2. Your creatures gain lifelink and vigilance. Perf until at the beginning of your next turn. Come on, man. We're spending 14 loyalty. Just keep it. Keep it. Just keep it. Let us keep the lifelink. It has to offset somehow. So if this weren't till end of turn, this would be, we wouldn't need to build built-in life gain to offset the Phyrexian Gems. I'm telling you, dude, I'm going to say this over and over again. You need that. You need to build in lifelink or life gain. So with that said, this is the secondary ability. So to go through it, first creature in your card that doesn't have completed gains completed. So that's good. So you want to, it doesn't even matter. You don't have to reposition. You don't have to think about it. Just whatever the next card is that isn't completed, gains completed. If you have some strategery to which card you want to get completed because it's going to come out faster, then you need to adjust things in your hand. So be mindful of that. But in addition to that, though, it's going to get, not in hand, but on the board, your creatures all get, completed or not, are going to get +2/+2. Then in addition to that, they're going to get all the completed creatures are going to get +2/+2. So that should be a stack of +4/+4. I have not seen that yet. We're going to test that here in a minute to confirm, so we'll get to that here in just a second. Third thing then is your creatures gain lifelink and vigilance. Great until the beginning of your next turn. That's better than the end of turn, right? Like that's better than end of turn. That way, if I have something special with vigilance and something bashes up against me, I can gain more life that way. It does help, but it's still not permanent. I would rather it were permanent. That's my take on that. 20 loyalty for Awaken the Sleepers. Create a Phyrexian poison token. Increase its level by 1. The first Vanguard support or creature card in your hand without completed gains completed. Gain 10 life. Okay? Give me 30 life. Give me something significant. Create a Phyrexian poison token. Let's get into what that is. So a Phyrexian poison token. It's indestructible. First off, that's awesome. I love that. Token resilient, can't be destroyed. Level this support has can't be destroyed. It literally cannot be destroyed. No support removal they run, or Greg runs, or your opponent runs, will get rid of it. That's awesome. We need more of that. At the beginning of your turn, create a Phyrexian gem. Just one. I don't like the A part of that. It should be multiples. When you match a Phyrexian gem, increase this card's level by 1. You should be able to do that very quickly. When you cast a creature or Vanguard card, increase this card's level by 1. So again, if I'm putting Vanguards and creatures on the board, I'm increasing this. If this card's level is 10 or more, create a Phyrexian Mire token, and that's just a little 1/1 weenie as I understand it. Creature then gets +30/+30 and gains hexproof, trample, and prevent damage. So pretty significant. I've played countless matches trying to get it out. Maybe I'll show it in some gameplay here. Maybe today's the day. But I have not gotten this Mire token to come out. This has been very interesting, and I will give my final thoughts on it here at the end. And then the final thing is, and then gain 10 life. I would really love that were 30 life. Do something significant. Because if we're at this stage in the game, we're really needing this to win. And I don't think that's going to win that way. Final thing we'll talk about here is the colors. +4 for white, +2 for blue, -2 for black, which it's Phyrexian. It doesn't make any sense. +1 for red, +3 for green. I don't like these color schemes at all. Essentially, you're grinding for white. Green Seed has a lot of conversion. But then you're playing a seed deck. I don't need Ajani for that. I can just go run any mono green creature and I'm going to go win with a seed deck. And it's going to be even better because I'm going to get +7 plus whatever in my mana bonuses. It's going to be great. Maybe we'll get some more conversion in the future, but right now we got one good, it's not even good, it's okay, green conversion spell. I'm going to show it to you here in just a bit. Really what I'd rather have is +5 to white, +5 to green, maybe a -2 to blue and red, and then a +1 to black. That would be great. That would be great. All right, anyways, so how does Ajani Sleeper Agent play? You're in for some interesting matches here, man. Let's get into it. All right, let's take a look at my Pauper build. We're going to start with Rumor Gatherer. You're going to get sick of hearing about Rumor Gatherer. It is essentially like the Wizard class now for white. Rocco is broken again. You know, he was never not broken. I think we were disappointed that he was so nerfed compared to how broken he was. I mean, we just got so used to how broken he was. Now, Elvish Visionary. Here's a throwback. Elf Shaman 1/1 5 casting cost creature. When this creature enters the battlefield, convert 3 gems to green. There's no green conversion really that's anything worth mentioning. Like nothing. We lost Field Trip, and that was the best green converter in a while. It was solid since before last rotation, the rotation before that in 2020. Nature's Embrace. This is from Vow, and it's a spell card or a 3 mana. If your opponent controls this creature, controls the creature with the greatest toughness on the battlefield, target creature you control gets +2/+2. Otherwise, so if you have the creature with the strongest toughness, you're converting 4 gems to green for 3. This card is bugged. Oktagon, I would really love this card to work as stated. Sometimes it sits in hand and it won't cast, and I don't know why, but I'm going to demonstrate it here. Reclaim. And if we're killing creatures, we want to add more creatures because that's what fires Rumor. Murder Investigation. Luxurious Libations, you may not know this one, 4 mana. I'm going to be spotlighting this twice. I'll talk about this one later. Gather the Pack, keeps cards in your hand if you need to, and in the yard. We're not doing any yard return. When we were young, this is a complete flex card. Anything that costs 6 or less, support or spell or creature, really anything, that costs 6 or less, this would be a card that you could substitute out for it. Broker's Charm. Broker's Charm is absolutely way more functional than anything. Here's a screenshot of the deck. Click. And we're going to use the deck, and we're going to go up against Yoshimander's build, piloted by the AI, and Dakin. Let's get to it. All right, let's see what we got here. Move that out of the way. All right, little Murder Investi. We'll power up Broker's Charm. We don't need it just yet. Green and white. I have to keep telling. I keep wanting to make blue swaps. I'm the more and more I play in this current standard meta. You know, side note as we're waiting for the opponent to do his thing. Blue is the most powerful, all because of cut your losses. There's so much flexibility and catch up and all kinds of different stuff that we can do that is just phenomenal. I'm going to demonstrate that. Murder Investigation first. Luxurious Libation gets you the token. Green and white. We'll go here. Boom. Now, side note. Third ability, I've never gotten that to be able to trigger. Let's try to trigger that this time. Let's see if we can get that to go. One of these things. Let's specifically see if we can make that happen. All right, so this can... No, we'll do it just like that. That looks good. Why not go Loyalty? Let's see if we can crank into our third. Get some land drop. Yep, we will take it. Yep, we will take it. We'll give him +1. And then we get the token. I don't care. It's still the end of turn. He's not attacking me. It doesn't matter. It's just a way. It's something that I can do to kind of cheat up my token, right? Such a cheater, guys. Yep, I sure is. All right, now we don't want to make green matches. We want to put greens as close together as possible, and we want to get our green card on the board. Look at Brokers. Brokers doing so much work, son. Gaining the manas on those things. And, and the best synergy about Brokers is it gets given him a 5-drop. Look at that. Come on, man. He didn't take it. Yay. We're going to get a 6-drop here. So now I'm going to demonstrate the first. So go get, it doesn't work. We're only getting, it worked. We got 2 creatures. They fixed it. Thank you, Oktagon. It wasn't doing that before. See, you toe the good line. You live a good life. You do the things you need to. Let's actually put that back where it was. And eventually someday, partially, you may be rewarded. So there you go. So I want to take note of what creatures I have in hand, and I want to space these out. So I've got Reclaim, Rumor, Reclaim, Rumor. I'm actually going to not kill my token guy that's out there, or I will. Yeah, I know I will. I was going to kill my Rumor Gatherer, but I don't want to do that. So we're going to go here. Boom. I got the Phyrexian Gems. It's starting to do just full mana. Just full mana. Just full mana. We're going to kill this one. The Citizen. Thank you, Citizen, for your service. Actually, we don't need to kill these because all of our mana is full. I forgot. I didn't need to do that. So that does another thing. It reinforces. We get that card to cast. Now we want to kill the creature because we want to power up Rocco. And this is what I'm talking about. Nature's Embrace, right? So they do have the creature with the strongest toughness right here. So I should be able to give my creatures a +2/+2. It's not working sometimes. And I don't know why. I don't get it. So let's go here. Boom. More completions. I'm back up to my first. I'm going to kill that one. Now, when I kill him, Murder Investigation gives me another token. I get this casting. I go ahead and bring out Rocco. I replace that token. I go get Elvish Visionary. Why? We want the green conversion. That's the trick. So we're actually getting a body that does green conversion. How often have you thought of this little Elvish Visionary in your deal? Now, right now, that didn't do the thing because there wasn't enough green gems on the board. Mid to late game, it makes a big difference. And this card still isn't firing. It's just sitting dead in my hand. So if working properly, I think this card is phenomenal for a Pauper build this way. Let's go here. I want to ramp into my third ability, so let's see how much conversion we can get. It's just not working, and it's kind of crazy. It's really upsetting. Now, now that when their toughness is less than ours, it triggers. See? Now it's working. Oktagon, what's going on, man? Fix the card. I want to use it. And I think it's been bugged, and nobody just plays with the card. Like, it's kind of silly what we do. We have so much other green conversion. Now we don't, and that might be the best green converting card in the game if it worked. So now, Luxurious Libation. I want to give one of my permanent cards, and typically the card in first position outside of my Visionary, because I'm gonna toast my Visionary for more mana where I can. Like right now, Reclaim. I will take it. And this combo seems to go, and I'm up to my third, so let's get our third going. We want to get that out as soon as we can. Yeah, let's make that bigger. Boom, boom. Another token. We'll sub out tokens because it draws me another card, gets me more mana. That works. I get more creatures in hand. And my thing here is in this combo, if I had Shaman, if I could get the Shaman on board with all three of these creatures somehow, when I cast something or bring a creature out, or reinforce, oh, here's another thing too. This thing gets reinforced for Alliance. So if let's put the bonus here on Rocco, okay? Watch her reinforcement. She gets reinforced with this card. Such a good little card. Gets me the token, Citizen token. I get the draw. Oh, actually, if I don't get the Citizen token, it reinforces my Alliance card. It's just a great little card. Solid little card. My hand's full of creatures right now, but that's irrelevant. We're going to go after our third. Let's make it happen. Let's make it so number one. All right, he kept the Blitz, so that's good. The other thing with this is we have no life gain per se outside of what's going to happen right now. We're going to create a Phyrexian Poison token, and I gain 10 life. Yes, I did. So now I need to do casting a bunch of creatures, frankly. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, let's go here. So that we may trigger this ability and get that token up to 10 as quickly as possible. Or that poison deal. It's indestructible. There's Alliance. Cool, there's another one. Boom, green conversion. Now you're starting to see that when those things are happening, get Rocco. Go for rocks. Doesn't matter how much loyalty he has now or stored mana, because he's saved on the board. It remembers his full capacity. Go get more mana. Let's put some more creatures on the board. When we were young, isn't getting lifelink. I'm not sure of what it's supposed to do to meet the requirements. It's just, again, a filler card. And we were wash, rinse, repeat until we go through this. And I'm going to do this as much as I can because I want to trigger this token. I want to see that 30-30, baby. Let's go get it. I haven't done it yet. Let's do it. Let's do it right now, you and I. We're on this journey together, you and me. You and ITY. Rocco, Elvish Visionary. When we were young. I'm so excited to see what that permanent red deal is up to. Let's go you. So it should reinforce here. Yep, see, it reinforced itself. And in reinforcing itself, it draws a card. It's just a great little... We did it! Phyrexian Mire. Here we are. You ready? You ready to see a 30-30? Let's do it, man. Let's go. And... Why didn't that work? Is it at an end of turn, kind of like Daxos? That would suck if it is. Yeah, let's go. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. No, we're not going to replace that because we want to see. I want to see what it's doing, man. Beginning of turn. Let me reread this. Hold on. This support can't be destroyed. We see that. That's cool. At the beginning of your turn, create a Phyrexian gem. So we did that. When you match a Phyrexian gem, increase this card's level by 1. Okay. When you cast a creature or Vanguard card, increase this card's level by 1. If this card's level is 10 or more, 10, create a Phyrexian Mire token. That creature gets +30/+30 and gains hexproof, trample, and prevent damage. None of the above. So, Oktagon, I think it's bugged. Sorry, man. I will send a report. Hopefully by the time you're watching this and getting it, it's corrected. Check the comment section, and I will let you know that it is fixed or not. All right, in the meantime, let's go beat some tail. We don't need no stinking 30-30 Mire, although we really, really want it. We really want it. Hey! What happened? What happened? It's over 10? I guess it's the and more part that does it. What is that? Something buggy, man. Okay. We'll figure this out. We will get through this together, people. All right. There is no actually. Rocco is not fully charged right now, so I'm not going to put him on the board. I'm going to wait till I have a little more stored mana on him, and then I'll put him on the board, and that way he has a good solid base to go. But we're going to win here in the next turn, anyways. I think. Okay, cool. We're going to win. All right. We're trouncing Dakin. Okay, that was crazy buggy. I don't know what that was, but that's awesome, man. That's our first time seeing a 30-30 tokeny. There it is. We could do that. Sure, let's replace you. And we're going to go get... Why didn't he not do that? That was weird. All right, anyways, I digress. Doesn't matter. We win. Game over. That's our Pauper build. Let's go check out our Peasant. The only final comment I'll make before we move on, I would really like if the Meyer token had lifelink too. That way we can recoup some of that life. Like, we're working really hard to get to it. It'd be awesome if it had lifelink. That would make it just chef's kiss. All right, fam, it's time for our Peasant build. One of the things that's important to note about Ajani is he's got 6 slots for spells and 5 for supports, which means we can build creatureless decks if we're inclined to. Not that there's a lot in standard right now that affords us to be able to do this in a way that is dominant, but it is a thing that I enjoy doing from time to time. So let's go with Ajani, Sleepy Johnny, Sleepy Johnny. All right, so first things first, if we're going to do creatureless, we're going to be spreading Ajani seed everywhere. Phrasing! Colony Gardens, 11 mana, seed, support card, land, forest, when the support enters board, seed a gem. This is really the driver for it. I'm only going to spotlight this one. Essentially, at the beginning of your turn, convert 3 gems to green. When you seed 1 or more gems, create an elemental token. So we want to seed all the things. We're going to use Utopia Sprawl when the support enters the board, seed 3 gems. In addition to that, Boundless Realms, fetch the first line card from your library. It gains X mana, X is equal to the amount of seed gems on the board. If we're going creatureless, one of the other things that Sleepy AJ, we'll call him Sleepy AJ. One of his other functions is being able to not just pull creatures, it also is for vanguards. The 2 strongest vanguards in the meta right now are Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and Tamiyo, Field Researcher. Go get them. I know these are really considered, I consider these mythic, even masterpieces in their power level and in the way that it's difficult to go get them. But I'm going to say this to you now. Get them. Do whatever you need to. Pinks, you should only go to that until you have those 2. They are the most important cards in Standard right now. Broker's Charm, you know what it does. Endless Detour, I'm flexing here. This is the alt art one. It does a bunch of stuff. Angel Fire Ignition is very important to go give you some life link and some haste in addition to whatever else is going on. And then we have our green conversion, Nature Embrace, and Animus Awakening. Clunky, but... Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. All right, and there we go. So let's go ahead and get the, let's not even waste any time. Let's straight up greenie. So we go here and take the double drop, triple drop, do the thing. Cool. We want to get it out on the board as quickly as possible. I think those tokens are bugged. I don't think that always, I think they give, it seems to me that it gives more mana than is scheduled to get, but... Scheduled? Let's go green up here. Boom, look at that. Didn't do enough. All right, we're going to go here. We want to get our Field Researcher game on board as quickly as possible. All right, so we got our Elemental. We got our first. Now we're going to use, we got our first ability. We're going to spam our first ability. Actually, we're going to do it one time, I should say. Look at that. Good conversion. That's the other thing with good land conversion, too. I dig it. You know what? I will do this now because it should give us some good. I'm not going to need 2 Utopia Sprawls. I will do that. I want to create enough space in hand so I have 2 slots so I can grab the Vanguards. Bang, bang. I'm so glad they got that fixed. We're just going to go here. Boom. It gives me a little bit of that. Get some green conversion. Oh, not enough. We just give him a 5 swap. Perfect. Perfect RNG. Excellent. Thank you. All those green gems. You couldn't put 2 of them together, 3 of them together for me. Come on, man. All right, well, at least you're giving me this 5 swap, right? Right? Yes. Well, except we have conversion, and conversion always takes you out of your 5 swaps typically. All right, we didn't miss on this one. I'm actually going to toss one of these. Tossa. And we're going to do that and get some more. And we're up to our first ability, but we're not going to use our first ability because we want to ramp into our 3rd ability as quickly as possible. Come on. He's got a beefy boy out there. He's got one of his Karn constructs. Let's go draw a card. I want to get rid of that. I want to mute that. And I want to go here. Boom. Shenanigans. Got some more. Do some damage. Endless Detour. That should get enough mana from that I can send this bad boy back to the top of his library, but it's a token, so it's really just destruction for the toki. All right. Take 2. I'll take that all day long. Well, let's go here. Boom. Get some more loyalty. We're up to our 3rd now. And it's crazy. Like, you ramp into your 3rd, and most walkers, you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go do the thing and win. This is laying further plans. It's similar, very much similar to Bolas 2, where I just flipped and now I got to ramp back into using his ultimate on his 2nd side. And very often, by the time you ultimate into the other thing you're trying to do, the really cool thing, you've already won. It's pretty much GG. Let's go Boundless Realm here, and then we'll throw that up there. What is my mana bonuses again? So, it's crazy. I forgot. I'm over here playing like green gives me 4, and it doesn't. It only gives me 3, which is, the more and more I play with green walkers that only get +3, it's disgusting to me. Give me some advantage, man. Come on. It's in color. Blue, it just really limits what you can do color combination-wise. And even when you go off, you're not getting that as much mana as you feel like you would need sometimes to get over the top, especially with a slower to ult walker like here. So you can see we're currently at level 2 with this. This does not increase level by summoning, it's only casting. So it's important that we are in fact casting Vanguards and matching Phyrexian gems. We don't have any Phyrexian gems on board right now, so we will have to go create some and ramp into our 3rd, or our 1st ability rather, and we're going to spam the tar out of that to both get Vanguards and to put some sexy Phyrexies on the board. And then we will ramp from there, you know. Which, realistically, he's already down to 60 life, essentially. That's 6 more swings from my boy here that's going to get bigger as we go. And I really don't see... Okay, here's some Phyrexian gems. I think those are blue. I'm legally colorblind. I can still see colors. I can see black, blue, that kind of things. But when they're close together, I can't see them. So all these affected gems, all these gems that have these extra stuff are really... There's times I'm looking at the board, I'm like, I can't see anything. And I'm just swapping stuff generically just to get the swaps and trying to find a match. These ones down here, I don't know if that's blue or black. I can't tell the difference. The white and green ones are impossible for, like, I don't know if that's white or green. I can't tell. And the red ones and the blue ones, the white ones, the green ones, and the blue ones together are really difficult to see. The blue and the black ones are difficult to see and tell the difference. And then the red ones are kind of the only ones that I can see fairly decently, but I'm still not 100% sure that that's accurate. We're going to put this up here. We're going to put this up here. And we're going to try to get those out. Get some conversion, do some fangs. Yeah, okay, so there he is. I'm going to eat... Oh, there's another 5 swap. Thank you, suggestion tool. I almost missed that. All right, we want to spam our 1st ability, so we're going to go get 2 more Vanguards in hand. We want to cast those Vanguards so we can get our Toki up to as big as we can. We're going to pump up our Tameo, pump up the Tameo, pump up the Tameo. Gams. All right, no, we don't want that. We want... Yeah, I think we want Teferi up there. And we actually want into the Boundless Realms. We want to get as many of those tokens out as we can. I don't think we need 2 Teferis. See, like, is that blue? It is blue. I thought it was black. That's why I wasn't going to try to make that match. That's actually kind of a good cascade. Let's see. I'm going to get some loyalty drop. Yay. Anything else? Okay, cool. My Tokis get bigger. So now we're down to 3 turns and I win. I think I want to gain some life here, so I might just cast this one since I have another one in hand. Oh, that's a beautiful thing about this. When these seeds convert, the downside is they get mana if they've got creatures on the board. Just keep creatures off the board. But when they convert for you and you've got a few tokens on the board, dude, it just fills your hand. Seed is so ridiculously broken. It's good. It is good. Let's keep that manageable. Let's draw another thing there. We want to... Oh, that's full power? It's because he drew a card. All right, I don't need this, right? And I'm going to spam this first ability. I know it's not optimal because I'm only going to draw 1 Vanguard. Fetch 1 Vanguard. But I don't care. And I'm not even really using Tameo in this, the Vanguard. So you might want to sub something out for it. There's a couple times I've played this, and she's not... Maybe she's a backup. Teferi's more kind of your defensive play, and he's definitely worth keeping in this build. But let's go there. Boom. We get all the manas. Everything should be full from here. We're going to give him some lifelink. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is game here. I don't even see how far away we are from anything else. Okay, cool. Boom, boom. Shampoo. Yada, yada. All right, so last turn. I'm not going to get that token out, man. This is a prime example of how the build will win before the deck can really do its thing. Well, you should optimize for, yeah, but what are we doing, man? We're trying to win, especially like if it's a fun, like this is fun. Don't get me wrong. A lot of times people are like, but it's fun. I really enjoy it. If it's fun for you, do it. Dude, don't listen to me. Go get your stuff you want to play with fun. Like doing this thing, getting the token to go off is fun. It's not competitive. It's not for winning events. And it's not for going out and dominating PvP. And I'm assuming that if you're watching this and listening to my opinion, you probably are respecting what it is I have to say because you're newer, you have smaller collections. Maybe you just find me entertaining and you disregard my competitive playness. But most of the suggestions I'm making to you are based on, will you win? Will you win with perfects? Will you get maximum rewards so you can maximize your collection and you're winning more? Like that's most of my suggestions is how to win more. So when people come to me and say, this and that, I'm like, yeah, this is fun. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I'm assuming that if you're watching this and respecting what I have to say, you're most likely needing to win. Is this going to be a walker that wins more? You know, there are some distinct advantages and things I really am enjoying about this walker. What I'm not enjoying is the having to do so much work to get to my third ability to trigger and do the things it needs to when there's so many cards in the meta that will do the winning for us in a short time frame, and that'll be the end of it. We don't get to enjoy it. And there's a couple of different things here about this that I'm really struggling with that would make it more optimal for me in a winning type of expectation. Okay, so is it fun, guys? Yeah, getting that token to go off is pretty fun, and getting it to hammer is fun. Let's try to do the thing in our Mythic build, shall we? Let's do the Mythic thing. Hey, my friend, just got a notification from YouTube about Petrov Pejov. He subscribed to my channel. Thanks, Petrov. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, my friend, click the link below, or actually click the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. It really helps the channel out. It's a big deal. Let's get into my Mythic build. All right, so this time around, we went all in on the Rumor Gatherer. We're going to be featuring Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. This is a masterpiece from SNC. Of course, it's from Streets of New Capenna. 10 mana, Alliance, 2/3 green human Shaman. Shaman! Alliance. The first 2 creature cards in your hand gain 6 mana. If you control a creature with power 8 or greater, gain X life. X is the number of creatures and creature reinforcements you control, up to 20. Critical life gain. You can take a pounding in the face early. Hey, but as you start to progress and you see it, you're going to see this thing works really well. Luxurious Libations. Go get ourselves some citizen tokens. And Rabble Rousing is really the big boy here. 16 mana. Support card enchantment. When a creature you control attacks, create X Selesnya citizens tokens. X is 1 plus the number of that creature's reinforcements. Yada, yada, yada. The rest of it, all that matters is that first part. Animus Awakening, gather the pack to get those creatures in hand. Animus for conversion. Reclaim with Murder Investigation, and then the conversion from Nature's Embrace, and the Broker's Charm is the best removal in the game right now. It's Sleepy AJ against Ajani. Let's go. All right, so Murder Investigation ASAP, and then we'll hold that. Let's actually try to get some white matches going. Boom, boom. All right, so we got our Murder Eye, Murder Incorporated on there. All right, so that's not going to do anything for us, but I don't mind having double of these hit the board and maybe ramp us a smidge. Let's go blue. Nope, we get nothing. He's going to make that bottom green match too. Doggy. Wasn't enough gems. I didn't count the green gems. I just assumed there was enough. There wasn't. And I know better than that. All right, so we got our Murder Investigation on board, so we can actually go ahead and start throwing some tokies out. Let's get this creature out. Let's go here. Oh, no, we don't want that. We just want the token. We could have given it to him. It wouldn't have mattered. It's just till end of turn. He wouldn't have done anything with it anyways. Oh, so this is a build. So this is Healer of the Pride. If you're not familiar with it, it's one of the PMA cards. When a creature enters the battlefield, if you have full life and less 3 gems, otherwise gain 9 friggin' life. This card costs 3. What a ridiculous card. Such a good card. Let's go ahead and do the thing. Let's go. Oh, let's make the white matches A because we take those from him, and B, it gives us a little life gain, and C, we actually just pinned ourselves down with his card. I'm assuming it's Hixus. Let's see. Yeah, it's got to be Hixus. And because it was disabled, why didn't I get my... did he just bounce it, and that's why that didn't work? Interesting. So I got to work to get Hixie off the board. I got to get rid of that Hickey. Oh, you junior high gentlemen know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go... we'll just go here, and then we'll set it up for the next drop. We'll take a little bit of damage. It's okay. Put our boy on the board. And they gain 9 life. You're welcome. Oh, it's Kami War. That's what's doing all the damage. Just bouncing. It's fine. He destroyed that. That's fine. He did it for me. And gave me a 5-swap if I have no conversion that matches. I don't think I have any conversion here yet. All right, we got to... Oh, no, I do have conversion. No, I don't. He has conversion. All right, so I missed that. Rappel Rousing. So what I want to do is I actually want to mute down my combo, get it fully charged all the way through. This way I can hit it, have it hit the board, and that be the end of it. I don't have to worry about it surviving a turn or any of that other business. Let's go here to break up any potential white play he has. All right, he's got his Kami just pwned out because he doesn't know where else to put the creature token. He's just using it to clear the board. It's kind of annoying. A noise. And we're going to take a beating in the face, but we're just going to do that because we can catch back up life gain-wise with Shaman. But still not my favorite thing to do. Not my favorite thing to do. All right, so we're going to go here. Maybe we get some loyalty drop. Nope. Look at that. Look at that. Double strike for his bad boy. Good for you, Ajani. Good for you. So I think the question is obviously answered. Is this sleepy Ajani near as powerful as... No. 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 Oh, you sweet, sweet summer child. Oh, no. No. Can I beat Pajani with Sleepy AJ with this kind of build? I don't think so, but we're going to give it the old college hoo-ha. Oh, there's a 5 swaps. We'll take that. Let's see where that puts us here first. See if maybe we can get some conversion. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that, although we really should keep the removal. We're going to go here, get our 2 creatures, see if that gives us any other abilities. That did give us these here. Yeah, we're going to go the black line here, see if that does anything for us enough. Not enough. When this enters, yes, so we're going to take, I don't know, we're going to take this one. I'm not really impressed with those so far, especially since we're going to be running into their creatures being much bigger than ours for a minute. We did get her on the board, probably a mistake. I probably should have muted these down. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we risk for the bisque. Let's see if we're quick. Do it. My nose itches. Okay. It's all that cocaine I've been doing for my birthday. Yep, it was my birthday just the other day. No big hoo-ha this year. Just enjoyed it. It was a good time. So appreciate you watching this video on celebratory of my birthday month. All right, so it survived. We actually want to get rid of this, all right, because we want to trigger these. We need 6 mana. All right, let's do this. Get some life. We're going to get both of those boys on the board. Oh, nice cascade. Thank you, sir. All right, so that hits. No conversion. We're going to make her bigger since she's the one that can swing right now. So she's an 8/7 now. And now we start the thing. We get... gaining all the frickin'... They're gaining my mana, which sucks. She's converting into the enlist gems because they have full life. That's what it is. That's why they're gaining the life. Okay, I just figured it out. Whew. All right, let's destroy that one. Let's gain some mana. Like, my combo's going off and I'm depressed. Like, yeah, this is how my cool combo works. And yeah, and it's pretty dominant, but I got to kill her. I got to draw into another Broker's Charm. You know, it's a potential. It should work. Let's see. Really, the game plan here is I got to get her to swing. Now that I've got a creature that's bigger than a certain amount, that's over, I think it's whatever that is, I'm gaining life now. Loop detected? Let's not stop the loop right when I got it going, all right? Okay, so. All right, so they've given them all their stuff and double strikes and yada yada. I'm getting lots of landfall, good stuff. I got to get some more Tokies on the board. I've got my ultimate ready to go. I can cast that. Rabble Rousing, when this card enters play, yes, let's take out the other Rabble Rousing because we want to clear up our draws. We don't want really Rabble Rousings. We want other stuff. Cool, that card's gone. Look at this hand. My dude got a little bit of money back there. We're going to confirm this. We're going to go here, make her bigger, bigger. And we're going to replace that gem, or that token. Draw. We got now this. We cast another card. We get another one. We get more when that creature enters the board, Alliance, then Shaman gives our creatures that are in hand more mana. Now, let me give a proper explanation. Rabble Rousing, when we attacked 2 reinforcements, so it got 2 more reinforcements. We drew those cards. This gained mana and had power because of that ability, because that creature came into the board. It's just very powerful, except for the fact that he's already back up to full health, and he's got another Healer of the Glade, or Healer of the Pride up. So we're going to do Lifelink and Vigilance. Let's do that. Let's play with our second ability. Let's see what that does for us. Should have gone for your third. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. Let's just go. Let's see what we do here. And, okay, so there's a 5 swap. So we're going to take that and let our game, our build, trust in the build. Trust in the cards, Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's see what we get here. All right, cool. So we get another creature token. So we get to fuel some of the mana in our hand. The creature should be fueled and cast before we have to use that. Look at that. My man's getting life. Now you're going to see that we're going to fill our hand up because we're getting all the rabble-rousing citizen tokens as we start to attack here. Okay, our creatures have lifelink. They have vigilance. They have prevent damage. So I think that might be game. I think that will be the extent of what's going to keep us from winning. Because Broker's Charm deals damage, it doesn't actually just destroy a creature, or does it? No, it deals damage. So those guys aren't going anywhere, and I'm not taking them off the board, and we're not going to deal enough damage to each other. We're just kind of in a stalemate lock here. Good times. Good times. I guess my only option here would be to get a citizen cluster so big, or a group of creatures so big, that I can actually do 130 points of damage in one swing. Bro, that's going to take a minute. That is going to take forever. So, and tokens take forever. They take forever. Please, Oktagon, please fix tokens. Please make them go faster. Please. Here's the deal, man. I'm going to spare you you get where this is going. This is a big, long, 40-hour match. I'm not going to do it. It's training grounds. I'm going to hit that button. When you get into a match like this, just quit. Teferi would be the other card that I would add into this, so it gives you a chance of removal so you can swing and win. That would ultimately lead you to a victory. This is just a janky build to kind of spotlight what the thing does and how it works. And it also lets you see how Sleepy Ajani, or Ajani Sleeper Agent, on his own won't win you a game in lockdown situations like that, which is part of the meta you're going to run into. Okay, final thoughts on Sleeper Agent? Let's get into it. Okay, so I really like his first ability. His first ability is super, super strong. It is a very powerful ability. The ability to draw 2 cards, even the Phyrexian Gems, the damage you're taking, as long as you build around lifelink, it's a functional ability. It works really, really well. And the fact that it allows you to go grab Vanguards, which are really the most important cards in the meta right now, I love it. I think it's a great first ability. I give it a 5-star rating out of 5 for that first ability. Solid. Plus the extra mana gain you're able to get out of it, it's really good. Thin your deck, really good. Really, really good. Plus, it gives them completed, so it gives them extra ways to be able to get... Dude, just phenomenal. Great first ability. Chef's kiss. Can't say enough good things about it. Second, did you ever see me use it? Outside of giving them lifelink and vigilance, did you ever see me really play with that? The second one is not very functional. It's something you can do if you're just behind, you want to gain a little more life, but frankly, you should be building life gain into the deck itself. You need to build life gain into the deck, and once you do that, it makes your secondary ability irrelevant. Which leads us to our third ability. I really like the third. I do. Oh my gosh, it would be such a great finisher if I didn't have to do all the other stuff. If it could just be ultimate, make it cost 25 ultimate and get me the token on board, and then every time I do something, it powers it up. Maybe make it a 10-10. And then every time I do pop a Phyrexian Gem or I cast a Vanguard or a creature, then it beefs up by 1. That would be more functional and more usable than as it is right now. Having a 30-30, trust me, having a 30-30 on the board, and one that reinforces, as you saw in the first play, it reinforces every time I wind up popping additional, actually I think it's every other trigger to the poison counter or the poison support. That gives me another Mire creature with 30/30 base power. It's solid, it's really good. It just takes too long to get to, and frankly, by the time we get there, we've already won. We're already in a winning position. So if you just want to do it for fun, it's a lot of fun to pwn your opponent that way. You're going to lose a lot of games to make it happen that way. So if you do build a deck that's fairly competitive to play, you're going to be winning with that deck way more often than you're going to be triggering that third ability. So it is what it is. And then finally, mana bonuses. I really don't like this mana setup. +4 to white, okay. +2 to blue, okay, why? -2 to black, that makes no sense. Phyrexia is black. Why would we not have switch those. Don't give me blue, give me +2 to black, and then give me +5 to green, man. Because as it sits, every deck that I just played here, as good as they work better in like Huatley, the Radiant Champion, the green-white Huatley. I mean, come on, who's played with Huatley in forever? The other side of that is I can run the same build inside of Tamiyo Field Researcher's Planeswalker, and I think it runs a little bit better. His first ability is so good. If you're wanting if you're wanting a fun walker, you need to change up. This is a very fun walker to play with. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun. So for all you fun boys out there, this is definitely This is very definitely a walker that you definitely want to pick up because he is fun. Is he going to be competitive? Not with the cards that we have in the meta right now. He can win some stuff, but I think there are other walkers that would pilot it better than him. But again, that first Righteous Completion is probably one of the best first abilities, especially in these colors for sure. But even, I think, across the board, it's a really good first ability. Oktagon has been really knocking it out of the park with first abilities. And since that's the one you're going to use the most, that makes him a viable, like if I ignore the other two abilities and maybe in a pinch I can get him, this first ability is solid and one worth building around. I just don't think we have anything in green-white right now that's over the top. Maybe that Healer of the Pride build that we just saw a second ago that Ajani was running, maybe that would run really well in here for you to go fetch that card and pull it up. Because there's no restrictions. Like in Calamity, they got to be like 14 cast or higher for you to go pull those creatures out. This one is just any creature, any Vanguard. The next two, you get them, and they get completed, and you get the gems on the board. I mean, again, that first ability is really, really solid. I'm actually talking myself into optimizing for building around that first. You can actually build some pretty competitive builds because it will keep you in creatures, it'll keep you in Vanguards, and it'll keep you on the board with mana gains, unlike a lot of the other walkers that are out there. So for that extent, solid. Life level, 111 points, really good. If I just had maybe one more to green, maybe if it were 4 and 4, 4 white, 4 green, that would put it over the top for me to be able to recommend it as a higher, A-tier walker. As it is right now, my play with it right now, I'd have to give it a B rating. I think it's on the cusp of A, and I think as we get more sets, I want to reevaluate him and play with him more and reevaluate where he is after we get the next set. Like the Brothers' War may make him just that much more ridiculous. I don't know. So yeah, with that said, that's my rating. Where would I put him in the other green-white walkers? I'd say Huatley Radiant Enchantment might actually be better than him just because of her ability to synergize with creatures and draw and to keep your hand full. However, I don't know, man. His first ability is way better than any ability she has, but the combination of her 3 abilities working together work really, really well. That second ability is kind of worthless, and the third ability is just, you're never going to get to it. You're rarely going to get to it, I should say. If you've already picked up AJ here, and you wound up getting and building something that's just so OP, I'd love to see it. Definitely comment below. Get into the Discord and show me the build. I'm going to continue to putz around with this, and as I discover certain things, I make those comments available inside of the Discord. I'd love to let you guys know in there what it is and how we go from there. As always, my friends, I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world for the last, I don't know how long this video was, but normally these are running 45, 50 minutes long. Hopefully I didn't keep it that long. And frankly, it's appreciated. A like and a subscription makes a big difference for the channel. And as always, your thoughts, and join the Discord so we can go through and work with some of the best players in the game right now, coming in and in the lab, brewing up new ways to basically abuse this stuff. That first ability is so good on him. It is so good. Is he worth the IRL cash for the $29.99 American USD dollars? Or yeah, $29.99 is available inside the chambers right now, the vault. That's up to you. As for gold, I would probably pick him up for gold for sure. And for the cash, he's a lot of fun. If you have resources and you're wanting to support the game, I would highly encourage it, man. It's a great way to be able to let these guys know, hey, we appreciate what you're doing. Please keep up the great work on the game and to help them pay their bills, because that's essentially what it comes down to, man. We want to support the game any way we can. And giving them some cold hard cash makes a big difference. That said, what do you think? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Right now, my ranking is about a B tier with A tendencies, with an A reach. I'd like to see some other builds that might help me reevaluate where he is, but he is definitely fun. To get that third ability to go off and put a big old beast of a token on the board and swing for face, bro, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. And that first ability is just spammable. I will rarely hit the second and third ever unless I have something like Faithbound Judge in my yard and I'm gaining the loyalty from it, then I might spam those out. But as it sits, that first ability is aces, man. I would use that over and over and over again. All right, my friends, that's it for me. That's my assessment. For what it's worth, I hope that you're fantastic. I hope you're having a great holiday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes I know that I've gotten and I will be getting from what's happening here. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Comment below. And as always, until our next quest, my friends, swords up.